That's my cat going to the toilet. Oh my god. I'm so ridiculous. I can't talk. It's stupid. But anyway, here we are. I'm going to try because I wanted to try something different with videos. I'm always doing kind of the same thing where I show things and play music, but I always like watching other artists talk about their work and see their face and personality a little bit. So maybe people would like it from me as well, even though I'm not that good at talking. So I'm a tattoo artist slash illustrative artist from Amsterdam. I have actually haven't drawn on real paper with pens in quite a while, and I figured that to get back into the flow, I would remake one of my classic drawings. It's this drawing I did like a couple years ago. This Baphomet drawing. I've been using it as like my branding, sort of. Like I made the so I made a sticker out of it. I made some business card out of it, some banners and stuff like that. So maybe it's time for an update of that one. Mostly because I was difficult at getting into drawing for myself again, and then like finding a subject because I've been in kind of a creative rut. If it, speaking of art for me instead of for tattoos, which is always for other people. So yeah, I'm gonna do some sketching and let's see where we end up. While making hundreds of scales. Oops, that went wrong. So, finish with the outline. Ta-da. I'm having one of those moments where I just don't really know how to go further with this drawing. I mean, in theory, of course, I can just start with the middle part. But if I'm going to black out the background, that's kind of important for how I'm going to do the entire drawing. See, this is where I'm used to drawing digitally, where you can just make a copy and it's not a problem if you don't like it in the end. I mean, I could scan it, but then if I don't like it, then I won't be drawing on the original anymore, and that's feels like cheating somehow. Okay, maybe I will just make a copy just to be safe. So I tried it out a little bit in Procreate after scanning the thing, and I'm liking how this looks. Look how sloppy, it's beautiful. So I guess we're gonna go ahead and blacken this shit out and see how it looks. Well, there goes nothing. Are you ready, kids? No! Let's ruin this drawing! Yippee! Ah. Don't make a mistake! Don't make a mistake! Don't make a mistake! Oh my god, for a second I thought I was filling in like a completely wrong bit, but no. Sometimes I have that when I'm tattooing, where I'm like making something a part black, and then I'm like suddenly feel like, oh my god, I'm doing the wrong part. But luckily, that's never really happened to me before. But you gotta stay sharp. It's definitely in moments like this where in my mind's constantly going like, how long is this going to take? Why did I do all these scales? And why did I decide to do shading on them? Well, obviously, because in the end, it's about how I want it to look and what the end result will be. But I always need to let go of the feeling that it needs to be finished soon. And then I feel like I need to rush or something, or like I don't want to continue because it takes too long to finish. But I guess that's also a good thing that I learned from tattooing is a little bit more patience. So yeah, this is gonna take a while, but that's okay because I also wanted to enjoy drawing again instead of working fast and finish a project because then I have to start over anyway. And I was in a kind of a rut inspiration wise, so I decided to draw something that I've already drawn before, even though it gave a new twist to it. And if I have to start over, I have to think of what I'm gonna draw again. So best just enjoy it while it lasts and make it look as good as possible so that I'm actually proud of the end result instead of like, oh yeah, that's another drawing that I did in the same way that I always do it. Could have been better, but I didn't feel like spending all the time on it. So, just to for a second talk about the Baphomet image, I'm not gonna talk too heavily or deeply on the subject because it's become associated with certain religious groups that, I mean, I have things to say about it, but maybe not for my art video. I don't want that to become kind of a religious discussion. But what I wanted to represent for this image was that it's an occult creature, like the original drawing made by Levi Levy in the 19th century is a representation of Baphomet as deity or creature from the occult that shows all of the balancing elements in nature and the occult. So this is why you got the wings representing the air, the fish parts representing the water, the goat, the earth, etc., stuff like that. And he's holding one hand up towards the sky and one to ground, representing as above, so below. In my images, I wanted to also have him pointing or directing towards the realm around us. And I wanted to add the fishtails because in the original drawing he only has some vague fish scales, which I never recognized as what they are. I thought they were feathers. Oh yeah, and furthermore, of course, he's or they are representing the male and the female, obviously. So he's got the body parts of both, which obviously I'm gonna get kicked from YouTube with for showing them. But so far, it has managed to stay up on Instagram and on TikTok. So I'm also hoping for the best for this video. But we shall see. So yeah, basically Baphomet is a figure of balance and equality in everything and not some evil goat. So here's the final result. I am actually very happy with how it all turned out. I'm glad I spent all this time on it so that it's extra detailed. And I will probably be putting it up for sale. If you look at my Instagram, then maybe sometime it will be on there. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching.